Story 1. Adults don't have it all figured out. They are just used to the fact that they are not and are usually quite good at hiding it. Dealing with your emotions will become easier as you grow. Even if someone says that their high school years were the best time of their life, it doesn't mean that yours should necessarily be. There's a high chance your best years are far ahead of you. Story 2. Basic household management. Learn how to cook a couple of meals, know when to tidy and clean up a bit, etc. Speaking from someone who moved out at 18 and had no clue. Oh, and look after yourself physically and mentally. Story 3. All of us adults still feel like we are young too. Take care of your body and enjoy your youth in any manner you can. In the mirror, I see a bald middle-aged guy, but that's not the guy in my head. As always, relevant comic. Because my race really is irrelevant to this. Story 4. Don't compare yourself to others too much. No matter how perfect someone may seem, they are not. Nobody is. Everybody has flaws and makes mistakes. You are okay. Story 5. Right now, you have a massive span of life in front of you. Enjoy it. But remember, 10 or 20 years from now, you're going to be much happier if you both had fun and also thought ahead. Read, exercise, hug your friends, show your loved ones you love them, whatever that means to you. This thread might be filled with ways to be a responsible adult and a successful person. Try as hard as you can to be a happy one too. Thanks for the awards and thanks for being you. Sorry for the typo. And yes, maybe wait until the pandemic is over before hugging everyone. Just keep it in mind for when things are better. Story 6. Don't blow your student loan on drugs. Don't blow your load in someone you don't want kids with. Don't blow off family or friend gatherings. They won't be around forever. Don't blow your cool if you can help it. It rarely solves anything. Story 7. You will make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes will be huge. But that's okay. Whatever problem that mistake produced, it's only temporary. You can correct it. It may not be easy, and it may take time, but you can do it. Story 8. 3 things I wish I had known. Figure out what you want to do, not what you want to learn about. Think about the actual work you would be doing in a field. Science is exciting, but are you ready to stand around in a lab all day writing things down in the most thorough way possible? Money stuff. You don't get rich with the money you earn. You get rich with the money you don't spend. Be careful spending money on trends and be aware of things you want to actually keep, not just what you want to have right now. Also, Excel is your friend. Learn to budget as soon as possible. Use every opportunity you get. It may feel like there's always a next time, but there's no reason not to do it now. Whether it's that trip with your friends or the chance to have a private moment with your crush, don't wait for a perfect moment or even a good one. Use the moment you have because you won't always get another one, and you most certainly don't want to have a "what if I did that" thought haunting you. There are always a million reasons not to do something. You only need one reason to do something. Story 9. I started off by making regular comments, but I believe this works better in a list structure. 1. Appreciate the moments and the time that you have right now. Cherish the moments with your friends and all the time you get to spend with them right now. Make time to be with your family at least once a week. Believe me, they are not asking for much. Do not worry about having the latest technology or luxuries in the moment. All of those go obsolete within a year. Rather focus on getting the things you need. There will be a time when you will be able to afford that. No need to worry about it now. If you are wrong about something, admit it, learn, and move on. That is what smart people do. Be humble, learn what you are and learn what you are not. Fight for the little ones. You never know when cards can be reversed and you will want someone to stand up for and with you. Always be kind of heart. Help, listen, and support others. Family, friends, even strangers. As long as it is safe for you to do so, of course. If you are dealing with a mental disorder and you feel like your world is crumbling down, seek help from family, friends, and professionals. There is nothing wrong with needing help. 10. Sometimes, and in some cases a lot of times, life is going to be unfair. That is just the way life works. Do not take it personally. Do not keep it in your heart. Do not carry it with you for the rest of your life or even for a good part of it. Take what you need to take from that and move on. I am in no way trying to get preachy or sound like a life expert. In all honesty, these are things that to this day I think about often and that I wish I knew at different and very specific points of my teenage years. Story 10. If somebody tries to tell you, these are the best years of your life, that's absolutely false. Your quality of life and how much fun you are allowed to have are not dictated by your age. And it's naive to assume all teenagers have it easy. Story 11. Personal hygiene is critical. You need to shower regularly, use antiperspirant, brush and floss, and do your laundry. Other people will notice your odor long before you do, and once you're known as the smelly person, it's nearly impossible to clear that reputation. Make it a rule that you don't leave your house unless you've showered within the last 24 hours, are wearing clean underwear, and have brushed your teeth and put on deodorant within an hour prior to leaving. Sounds silly, but there is sadly a large population that needs to improve their hygiene. Story 12. No one is going to stop you from eating cotton candy with chili, but when they see how good it is, they will pretend they were on your side the whole time. Edit to add. It is a metaphor I came up with while walking through my house eating a ball of cotton candy and waiting for the chili to cook. You can always try eating them together if you want. Thanks for all the upvotes and the awards. I did not expect it. Also, sorry it was confusing people. Story 13. The adults giving you advice to avoid certain mistakes were most likely told the exact same thing and chose to ignore it, which would have been expected as they too ignored the advice. Story 14. Mental health issues typically emerge between the ages of 18 and 25. Of course, they can show up earlier or later, but in those early adult years, it's really important to be cognizant of your mental state. Story 15. Respect your body. You have to live with it for the rest of your life. Spend some time outdoors, do some sports, and eat your vegetables. Grow your mind. Every small investment of your time into acquiring new knowledge or practicing skills will pay tremendous dividends over time. Understand your decisions. Story 16. Do not take out student loans without fully understanding the repayment terms and how much you will pay over the course of the loan, including interest. For that matter, college isn't for everybody, and even then, private schools are a ripoff. Go public. Story 17. Your life is extremely long and things can change very quickly and drastically. So don't beat yourself up about not knowing what you want to do or feeling like you haven't hit certain milestones. I was an anxious emotional wreck from my early teens until my late 20s, with very few friends and no romantic partners. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 28. I did jobs I didn't care about that paid no money for almost my entire 20s. I was suicidal for a while and was in and out of therapy and crisis centers. Now I'm 29 and in a loving relationship, working a job that I enjoy and that will carry me to retirement. All this development happened within about 2 years. I see a lot of people on the internet who are like 15, 19, or 22 who think that their life is over because they didn't get a date for prom, or they're still a virgin, or they're struggling in university, or they struggle with mental illness or whatever. I don't blame them because I was the same way. But trust me, there is plenty of time for you to turn your life around. Story 18. Money is the thing I've struggled with the most in my life, so here are some things I've learned. Asterisk, I like the idea of having a career that makes a lot of money, for example, medicine or software engineering, and keeping your passion projects as hobbies. Following your passions as a career will make you broke, plus you'll get burned out on the things you're passionate about. You don't have to go to college to volunteer your weekends at the animal shelter. Asterisk, stay away from debt. Pay cash for as much as you can. Finance your house and car if you want, but don't go into debt for school. There are so many lower-cost options than a 4-year university. You can do community college and transfer to a state school. Northern Illinois University in Illinois offers free tuition to students who hold a 3.0 grade point average or higher in high school. I wish they had that when I was a teenager, but it's a new thing. Asterisk, save some money. If you save $100 a month into a 401k or individual retirement account from the time you're 21 until the normal United States retirement age of 60, you'll have over $1 million. Imagine how much you would have if you could put back $200 or $500 a month. Asterisk, travel before you have a spouse and children. Asterisk, learn to live by yourself. This doesn't mean be lonely. I only mean to not be codependent. Story 19. Almost no one becomes rich and famous. Almost all of us end up doing something different than what we thought we would do, and it is okay. It will turn out great if you let it. It is okay to change your mind about your job or career. You should consider trade school and not just college. You should focus on being happy. If you are happy working 80-hour weeks, good for you. If you would rather be a little more balanced, then maybe do not rush off to graduate law or medical school. Okay, yes, this is advice I wish I had received as a teen. Story 20. You are somewhere between 3 to 4 heartbreaks before you actually find love. Those breakups hurt and you felt like that person was the one, but that is mostly just infatuation and raging hormones. Each relationship will teach you lots about whoever you were seeing, but if you are paying enough attention, they will teach you even more about yourself. Know yourself. Be confident in who you are and what you need to feel valued and happy. Story 21. A lot of the social pressures of high school and even college vanish instantly the moment you leave. It is absolutely vital that you spend time being your genuine self and make friends based on actual common interests you have rather than attempting to conform to peer pressure. The cool kids mentality is complete nonsense, changes from year to year on a whim, and is obsolete by your senior year. Story 22. Life costs a lot more than you think it does. If you have a chance to really stand out in some way academically, take it. It's probably your best path towards a stable financial future. Physical work takes way more of a toll on your body than you think right now. Focus on school because a college degree is probably the safest way to avoid needing to work physically. Don't be swayed by the obsession with being antisocial. Having a support system is great, and reconnecting with someone you were an acquaintance with at one point can be a way to expand that. If someone is offering a healthy relationship, foster it. Don't burn bridges. People can be rude in high school and really have a reckoning in college. You're not obligated to them at all, but realize people absolutely do change, especially moving out of a small pond. Story 23. Take care of your health now. Don't spend all day inside drinking Mountain Dew and playing video games, or you're going to end up with brittle bones, a vitamin D deficiency, and insulin resistance. Story 24. You cannot start saving for retirement early enough. Compounding growth can make you rich. Do not go into credit card debt. Be kind to people even if they are not always kind to you. Life is easier that way. Make exercise a regular part of your weekly routine. Eat healthy foods. Your word is your bond. Be honest. Do what you say. Be trustworthy. Story 25. 1. Every adult you encounter isn't perfect, including your parents. 2. Everyone is just winging life. 3. Family isn't the people bound by blood. It's the people who love and cherish you no matter what. The ones who help you and motivate you through life. Learn this the hard way. 4. Learn to be happy being alone and independent. 5. Life can be unfair, but don't let it put you down. Keep trying. 6. Appreciate the little things in life. 7. Don't take your friendships and family for granted. Cherish and appreciate them, as some relationships are like seasons. The ones that do stick around, keep them close. Story 26. There are 1 million elderly people, each sitting on $1 million worth of property, desperately wishing they knew somebody worthy to will it to. The bar is pretty low. I have talked to more than a dozen people begging me to name somebody worthy to will their land to. One old friend would call me every 2 months asking this. He died while someone I suggested had been living up there for about a month before he could decide if this person was worthy. I have since tried to come up with a system for people to demonstrate their worth to elderly people with homesteads and connect them. The system is about 80% ready. About 20 people are helping me finish it. About 40 people have started doing some of the things to prove their worth. Story 27. Do not focus on getting into a relationship. You will fall into one just by seeing friends and such. Also, time heals all wounds, for real. It is not just a phrase. Story 28. Save your money. Even if it is just $1 per week, simply get in the habit of putting that dollar into an account you do not touch. It is not about the amount, it is about the habit. And do not let yourself confuse saving with buying at a discount. As in, I saved $5 when I bought it. No, you did not save anything. Story 29. Google everything. One amazing thing about being a teen in 2020 is the internet. Didn't have that when I was that age and thought I was the only one experiencing a lot of things. That said, stay off Facebook, Instagram, and similar sites as much as you can. I'm middle-aged and can't imagine dealing with all that insanity, let alone if I were a teen. Reddit is cool though, lots of discussions. Story 30. A university degree is not going to automatically get you a job. Consider a diploma that comes with a cooperative education program that gives you hands-on experience, or even better, consider a trade such as plumbing, welding, electrician, or beautician. Story 31. Don't send or ask for nudes. So many things could go wrong. The person you have a crush on or are dating could forward it to all their friends. You could have criminal charges pressed on you and have to register as a sex offender for producing child pornography. It is not worth the risk.